Be honest with me. Have you ever considered working with a money coach but immediately thought, why should I spend money to have someone help me with my money? As a money coach who's nearly a decade in, I've heard that sentiment more than you'd imagine, and I'm sure people have thought it without even saying it out loud. It's a valid thought, but it does require deeper analysis. If you needed help with the electrical wiring in your house and didn't know what to do, you wouldn't think twice about spending money on getting the help you need. Same goes with other services, same goes with other areas of your life. If you need help with your money and haven't been able to figure it out on your own, there's nothing wrong with paying to get the help you need. And in this episode, I'm sharing 6 ways a money coach can turn your life around. Let this episode serve as your sign to seek the help you need. As I mentioned in the intro, I've been coaching women, couples, and a handful of men for nearly a decade. And my specialty when it comes to money coaching is budgeting and money management. I help clients create and stick to realistic budget and spending plans and coach them to build consistency with sticking to that plan. So not only that, my 12-week one-on-one program helps clients lay a proper financial foundation by focusing on things that help them succeed long-term with their money. So things like making sure they have the right bank accounts, reviewing credit reports, handling retirement plans, setting financial goals, learning how to adjust their budget and spending when things don't go as planned or when extra money comes in, and so much more. And while that's my specialty, so budgeting and money management, there are so many money coaches out there who specialize in other things. So it's important not to lump all money coaches together. You can find one that fits your needs. So let's get into the 6 ways a money coach can turn your life around. First, a money coach can bring clarity to your finances. Have you ever heard the saying, you don't know what you don't know? I don't want to be dramatic and say that I live by that saying, but I am never afraid to admit that I only know what I currently know. I fully acknowledge there are things that I am not aware of or educated on, and then I seek that knowledge, especially when I need it. I think when it comes to your finances, you don't know what you don't know. And oftentimes people who struggle with their money don't know what their money is doing or what it is supposed to be doing. So they don't know the things or the behaviors or the spending decisions that are helping or hurting their money decisions in their money situation. They don't know what they're capable of with their money. So could they really be saving more than they actually are? Could they be contributing to a retirement plan and they're not? They don't know what they're capable of with their money, and they don't know what's possible for their financial situation. And when you don't know what you're capable of with your money, what's possible for your money situation, and what's helping or hurting your money situation, you're likely not doing the best things for your money. And this is where a money coach can totally change the game. A money coach who knows what to do with money can come in and show you what you can't see. They can show you what you are doing or not doing that's impacting you. They can help you design a budget that says, this is what's possible with your money. This is what's possible with your income, expenses, and your spending. If you can stick to this, here's what can happen. They can bring that awareness and clarity to your money situation so you can start doing things that will benefit your finances. And this awareness and clarity and the action that you actually take from it is what's going to give you the results that you actually want to see with your money. Another way a money coach can help turn your life around is a money coach can hold you accountable to your actions with money. This is a big one. So a requirement of my one-on-one money coaching program is that my clients track their spending. And when we meet every week, we review what they did with their money. And I can't tell you how many times clients have said to me, you know what, I didn't spend any money because I didn't want you to see it on my tracker, or I didn't spend any money because I didn't want to have to tell you why I overspent. I didn't spend because I didn't want to explain my silly rationale for buying something I didn't need. And this is music to my ears because I know that every time they choose not to spend, regardless if it starts out because of me, they are building that mental strength and mental fortitude to control their spending. And over time, I stopped becoming the reason they didn't spend, and their goals and things that truly matter to them start becoming the reason. It's a wonderful transformation. A money coach can hold you accountable to your actions with money, and that's what can turn your life around. That accountability can be the game changer you need to start taking the actions and doing the right things and seeing the results with your money. And here's the thing. Most people need the outside accountability because they can't hold themselves accountable. And it's 100% normal. We have all been there. Just like people invest in a personal trainer to hold them accountable to their health and weight goals, this same would essentially apply to a finance coach. They can hold you accountable to your financial and money goals. And I personally feel like self-accountability and willpower are not endless. Like, I think we all have limits, and if we use up all of our self-accountability and willpower limits on things outside of our money, so whether it's making sure we make it to the gym or doing a good job at work or showing up for friends and family or doing therapy, if we basically use up our self-accountability and willpower on essentially things outside of money, it's very easy to have this I don't care mindset, right? And it's not because you don't necessarily care. You actually do care. You just don't have the energy, the strength, and that willpower essentially to hold yourself accountable. And that's when the outside accountability can work wonders, because this outside force or person can come in and hold you accountable when you don't really have the strength to do it yourself. Now, the next way a money coach can turn your life around is a money coach can guide you through tough financial times. So while my coaching program, my one-on-one coaching program is 12 weeks, I often have clients who transition to longer term coaching. So maybe we'll meet 1 to 2 times a month or once a quarter as a form of maintenance. And I can't tell you how many clients I've worked with who have had tough times throughout our time together. So death, divorce, job loss, sick partners or parents, evictions, like the list goes on and on. And having someone there to help you navigate the financial implications of those things really makes you feel like you're not alone and gives you the ability to focus on the mental and emotional implications of those things. So you don't have to put all of your mental energy into figuring out these tough situations. There is someone, a professional there who can actually help you. So a money coach can help guide you through those tough times that impact your finances, and you don't have to feel like you're on this sinking ship all by yourself. And while that's a big portion of a money coach is to help you through trying times, a money coach can also serve as a motivator and encourager through successful times. Like, I want to add that while I'm there for my clients during the tough and trying times, I'm also there for my clients' biggest successes. So I've had clients get married, go through a successful IVF journey without a partner, start and grow businesses, and so much more. So it's not just having a money coach to get through the tough times, but having a money coach to get you through the successful times as well. It's wonderful to have someone to share those milestones with, especially someone who has been there from the beginning and is already invested in your success. The next way a money coach can turn your life around is a money coach can make you think differently about money. Now, a big aspect of money is your mindset. I've talked about this plenty of times on the podcast, and it still holds true. If you're constantly thinking negatively about your finances, or you have limiting beliefs around money and how much you can actually truly have, you are probably holding yourself back. A money coach can help you shift that mindset and help you see what's possible when it comes to your money. A lot of the initial success my clients see, like for example, paying off their debt or reaching savings milestones, or even paying for vacations with cash, once they do those things, those initial successes, it really opens their eyes to what is possible for them financially. And it goes back to knowledge. When you know what's possible, the sky is the limit. So if you struggle with your mindset, you can have a professional come in and help you do what you need to do to address that mindset, whether it's looking at past traumas or understanding your relationship with money growing up, and take the actions and the steps you need to take to shift that mindset to one that is actually going to serve you and allow you to reach your money goals. The next way a money coach can help turn your life around is a money coach can motivate and encourage you to reach your goals faster. Sometimes we just need that extra cheerleader, that extra you can do it, that extra words of motivation and encouragement. And when you work with a money coach, you have a cheerleader for your finances and hopefully for your life as well. I mean, you have someone who is empowered to motivate and inspire you to reach your financial and personal goals faster. You have someone ultimately invested in your success who is rooting for you. And that can be such a powerful asset as you work towards your goals. I mean, let's be real. The day-to-day grind of budgeting, working, careers, family, life, like the day-to-day minutia can be tough. So having someone there on a regular basis who is actually rooting for you, especially when you want to give up, like that's priceless. So having that person kind of lift you up when you're feeling down or you're feeling like everything is too heavy, that can go a long way as you work towards your financial goals and successes. And let me just say, nothing worth having comes easy, right? So if you are working towards freedom with your finances or any other goal in life, it is not going to be without effort. It is not going to be without discomfort. It is not going to be without thoughts of, well, maybe I should just quit or do something else. And, you know, having that partner, that coach, that support system to say, no, you can do this, continue powering through, that may just be what you need to not give up. So let that money coach help and inspire you and ultimately help you learn how to inspire and motivate yourself, because the goals are never going to stop, right? So learning how to empower and encourage yourself can help you over the long term. And we've made it to the final way a money coach can turn your life around, and that is a money coach can serve as a sounding board. While things are changing, money is still a sensitive topic. So, you know, society is moving in a direction where having more and more conversations about money is becoming acceptable, but we're not quite there yet. It's still sensitive. It's not always talked about. It's not openly discussed. So if you struggle with money, but you keep it all inside, you may never feel any sort of resolve. And a money coach can help you get your money thoughts, your money fears, your money anxieties and stressors off your chest. They can serve as your sounding board. And since your money coach should be free of judgment, you should feel comfortable having those conversations. Now, I'm not saying that, you may just pour your heart out to a stranger immediately, right? It may take some working up to initially, but over time, that comfortability should grow. So again, if you're a person who kind of keeps things in, you don't talk about your problems, you don't talk about your money, you don't share those things, it's hard and heavy to deal with it on your own. And because you are biased, right? It's your money, it's your situation. Sometimes you can't see ways out. You can't see different perspectives or different points of view. So keeping it all in and not expressing yourself can do a lot of harm. So that's where a money coach can come in and be the sounding board. And even if you just release those struggles, those fears, those anxieties, you will feel a lot better in doing so. So my clients, they ask me questions. We bounce ideas around. They share their fears Some things they don't even share with their family or their significant other. Oftentimes a lot of my clients don't want to share the amount of debt they have with their partner, or like they don't want to ask for help. And so, they end up getting vulnerable. And this is where that comfortability with money builds, and the comfortability with your money coach builds as well. So just know that you don't have to deal with everything on your own. You can work with a money coach who can serve as that sounding board. Even if you just have someone to talk to, you don't, ever share what you feel with your partner or your family or whatever. Not keeping it in is very beneficial. So I want to add that there are so many money coaches available. I know I touched on this earlier, but you can find a money coach who specializes in investing and starting a business and, repairing your credit and budgeting. So just know that the options are endless. And I think you should consider the type of help you need, the type of accountability you need, and the type of intensity you need when deciding on a money coach to work with. So keep in mind that you can always change your mind in the future too. Hopefully when you invest in a money coach, you get the results you want to see, and then you move on. And if you find a different coach at a higher level, you would essentially go that direction. So just know you can always change your mind in the future. The point is to find a money coach that checks all your boxes right now in the present. So if you have been listening to my podcast for a while, or you've been in the City Girl Savings community for a while, and you think that I may be the money coach for you, please reach out. There is no better time than the present to start making positive changes. Visit citygirlsavings.com and request a call with me, and we can discuss. Also, I want to leave you with this. I've had a few City Girl Savings coaching clients on the podcast over the years. And if you want to hear their views on coaching, working with me, the whole process, check out City Girl Savings podcast episodes 25, 81, and 129. I will link to them in the show notes, and that will give you a good understanding of a few different clients who have worked with me and their thoughts on everything. So good luck.